Hey everyone!
Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. This is our pseudo son, Dylan.
I'm adopted.
He's half adopted from us. So happy Thanksgiving. And this is Diabetic Awareness Month. And so you don't have to stay on here the whole time if you don't want to.
No, I just think I look pretty good.
Okay, he's looking good. He's feeling good about being on it. Okay, this is Diabetic Awareness Month, and as you know, every day I've been coming on here and doing some kind of live because I want to raise awareness, compassion, and understanding around the battle of type 1. So I had told you yesterday I was going to come on here, and my family was each something thankful, but we're switching gears here. But maybe we'll do that tomorrow. I told you to quit telling you what I'm going to do because I don't always do the right thing. So this is my cute little mama.
Hi.
Very cute.
This may not be serious. We'll see. Okay, so I wanted to talk to my mom. So yesterday I had my husband on here, and I asked him a few questions about what it was like to be a diabetic dad or a dad of a diabetic kiddo. So I thought I would let my mom have the chance, or ask her. Actually, she didn't ask to do this. I asked her to do this, to just share a little bit about what it's like to be a diabetic grandparent, because I think knowing other people's perspective other than just mine is beneficial. So she agreed. She's so cute. So happy Thanksgiving. So okay, so I'm going to ask you basically kind of the same things I asked Kyle yesterday because people heard his responses, and I'll give you a chance to share the same responses. So there's a lot going on. There's kids, like if you can see what's happening on that side, it's kind of comical. So the first thing I asked Kyle yesterday was, what is the hardest part of watching Molly go through what she goes through? Let me say, we both cry really super easy.
Yeah.
So if we cry, just part of it. So what's the hardest part about watching Molly kind of endure what she endures?
I think just seeing her at times disappointed because she can't finish something she starts, or just like when she swims and all of a sudden she really wants to be at practice and she wants to do everything everyone else can do, and have to see her come out and set and then worry that the kids are thinking she's slacking or doesn't have the desire, and I know the desire's in her, so that's very hard to be a part of, I think. And just the day in, day out responsibility of it. And she takes a lot of it herself. You take a lot of it, but she takes a lot of it too. Herself.
So I said yesterday I was really lucky because I have a husband who participates in this. And let me just say that my mama participates in this as equally as Kyle does, truly. And you do. And on days where I'm not, everybody says, you're so strong, you're so strong. Not always strong. And on days where I can't be strong, this one's often my strength, for sure. Mm-hmm. So it picks me up sometimes when the pieces are falling apart. So I'm thankful for that. So, okay. So the other question I asked Kyle, I asked him what's been hard about watching me as a diabetic wife. So what has been hard watching me, or Kyle and I, be diabetic parents?
Again, I think it's just it's the burden and responsibility of it. And I watch them, they're not dealing day to day keeping Molly healthy. That's number one, day to day, hour to hour, minute by minute. But also the responsibility of knowing that what we do or don't do for Molly, or help her learn, or keep a watch on her, affects not just now, but her future life, her future health. And just seeing that burden and that weight of knowing what you're doing could be affecting her for the rest of her life. Very hard to watch.
Okay, so the final thing I asked Kyle was, I know we cried. I'm a sunny side up person. I get it from this one. I was raised to be sunny side up. So the last thing I had asked Kyle yesterday was explain to me or tell me one of the biggest blessings, because in everything that happens in life, I'm a firm believer that there's a gift and a shadow, and you can either choose to live in the shadow or you can choose to live in the gift. And we try really, really hard. Some days the shadow overshadows us, literally, but we try to live in the positive. So what's been one of the biggest blessings of watching Molly as a type 1 diabetic?
One really big blessing is that Molly is really, really receptive to the interruptions in her life. Not everybody has their Nana texting them at school when they're low or high, or asking her, are you on it? And when she doesn't answer, then I'm calling her. I know her mom is calling her. I know her dad's connecting with her. And she has the best attitude about this, that's a blessing. Because I know we hear about other kids that that is not the case. And the second blessing by far is that I get to go to Riley too.
Oh.
And when I get to go to Riley, I get to see Dr. Nabhan. I get to see Molly's progress. I learn more. And I think it is a complete blessing that we are where we are, that we are close enough that several of us can go to those appointments. Several took the education classes. What a blessing to have Riley Hospital near us. And,
Absolutely.
And, you know,
In our backyard, literally in our backyard.
yeah. And know that they're available at any time. Because there are times I've taken Molly on vacation or gone early with her. And I know that if I can't get a hold of Jess, I can't get a hold of Kyle, I know I can get a hold of them and they will call me back. And I keep supplies with me like they do. I keep phone numbers. I have phone numbers on our mirrors here and our bathrooms. You know, we're a team, and that has been the biggest blessing of all.
Yeah.
That we've been able to stay a team. We're not at each other. No one's accusatory. No one says, well, you should have, why didn't you? We say, okay, what did we learn from that? You know,
Absolutely.
I don't want to make that same mistake, or I made a mistake, Jess. How can I fix that the next time? So being a team, and we are Team Molly around here. We
Absolutely.
are Team Molly.
We
Molly
are.
Strong.
We are. Oh, Becky's on here.
Hi, Becky.
So I just wanted to give a glimpse into her perspective. It's not easy for her to watch Molly, to watch her grandchild. It's not easy for her to watch me. It's not easy for her to watch Kyle. It's not easy for her to see how it has affected our family and the boys and life in general. It has affected how we go on vacation. It's affected every little aspect of our life. So I count myself supremely blessed that I have Kyle. I also have my mom and my dad who's in the other room, and he isn't quite as versed on this as my mama is, but he's right there and there with us as well. And he sees me every day and asks how Molly is. So we do have a huge team for Molly, and I think that's part of the reason why Molly is successful, is because when one of us is having a hard day, the rest of us are cheering her on. So we kind of have a team of people just rallying around her. So from us to you, happy Thanksgiving. Hope you've had a great day. And I will be back. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I may make my family say something I'm thankful for, or they're thankful for tomorrow. That was the goal today. Here's our turkey on the table, our Thanksgiving turkey on the table, where everybody wrote something that they were thankful for.
And insulin is one of the things we're thankful for.
Insulin
right
for
there.
Molly. So anyway, happy Thanksgiving. I'll be back on here tomorrow. We've got 2 days left to wrap up Diabetic Awareness Month. So happy Diabetic Awareness Month.
And fight with us until type 1 is
Type none.
type none.
See, it's a family effort. All right, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.